Okay, I am in process of posting a video on YouTube channel, and I am recording it with another camera with another YouTube channel I can post on, but I cannot post it elsewhere. I can post it this way. I need to move this picture to be the opening picture, and then when I select the opening picture, I have to touch this check here. And then the X is if I don't want it, but that won't actually change it to another picture. It will close the whole picture, and I don't want that. So I'm going to touch this again down here. I have the glasses on here. I want the glasses off. You can see me removing the glasses. I can leave it there, but it's homeless. Okay, that's me right there, and the words are right over my eyes. I don't see the words moving. It's smiling though, so it knows. That's words being written over my eyes are deceased to myself. While I am myself right here, and also above myself, the creation of myself, the eyes are deceased. And in the camera, the eyes are deceased, but it's not a clear view because it's between the words, which is not adequate. I'm deceased is due to be seen in the eyes because that's what you afford to know about me. That's how I hold alive. I hold alive deceased in the eyes, but you do this to my eyes. And it's going to die out of formed because you did that excessively. Here I have one eye showing. That's the box over my face. Okay, one eye is showing right here that it's deceased the wrong way by the mouth, but it's not really deceased the wrong way to me because I'm in my eyes. So I just wanted to make that compliment to itself because I am the overlord speaking about the creation of the entity in here, which is myself deceased, and what finding myself as an entity is the Lord. So the Lord is in there, but he is not female. Yeah, I'm female. I'm the overlord is female. The Lord is not female, and it's deceased that way. That's why female needs to die. It will die. I am in progress of that I will die. So I need to select an image from somewhere from here onwards. The mouth is a little bit wrong there. That's okay, but the angle of the smile is wrong. The eyes are smiling to itself, but the camera is in the wrong place. If I had the camera set down lower, I could use this picture, but I can't. This is the head moving, but the mouth over here is wrong. Now the mouth is closed, and that's okay. I'm going to leave it this way. So I'm pressing on touching the check right here. Okay, now it's set. The picture is set and the title is set. And I'm looking at the stop, but that's on the camera I'm using. Upload short, I'm touching that now. I missed it, I have to try again. Okay, there it goes. Okay, it's uploaded to your channel, see video. And then here it says sending file, uploading 0%. Okay, now it's uploading. And it shows a light image of myself. I just touched it lightly and that was an accident. So let me go back. Okay, now it's still there, uploading 0%. So I'm back to work here about this soup. And I need to turn the light on for the camera, and I cannot. This time the light is off, and I cannot turn it on because the camera is on recording. So I'm going to be selective here. I'm going to tell you that I reorganized the soups from a previous video I just posted within the past 6 hours in threatening. And this soup is sopa. It's not soap. It's sopa. So you have to say soap before you say soup. It's not soap. It's soup. Elbows, coditos. Elbows, I understand. Coditos, I don't know that word. Ito means little. Itos means plural little, but I don't know what coditos means. I don't know what an elbow is in Espanol, even though I speak a lot of Spanish. I don't know how to say elbow. So this is elbow with tomato soup mix and elbow noodles in there. So I can have that or this. This is all given to me by somebody else who is calculating what I have with a list. And I've not made a list before with Moser because I used to do that myself, but you wouldn't appoint the money for myself yet because I wasn't done. I was still young and I could do a lot of things in one day. But here my days are already shortened because I have been sexually abused. In case it wasn't obvious already. This is no way to treat somebody. I'm going to cook this for myself only. And these two are from Lipton. I have to mention Serena Williams has been pregnant on TV, but I'm not Serena Williams, so I don't want to speak for her. But she played the Lipton tennis tournament is what I think. And so I'm just going to say there's something about the odor of the Lipton soup that is a little bit off to me. And now I think about Serena Williams, and I don't know if we all tennis players have a little problem with the Lipton tournament. I know I'm not playing tennis anymore because I'm not physically able to play tennis anymore. But I would still like to have tennis pay for my food supply because I still wanted to play and I still want to play because I can always play tennis if I want to. I don't want God to take that away from me because he's angry. So I expect someday I'll be able to play tennis again if I want to, but I don't think that I want to anymore. That will elsewhere be clear. I don't want to anymore because I won't have female genitals anymore. So right now my female genitals still want to eat Lipton because I played tennis for Lipton. Lipton tennis tournament is really the Lipton iced tea, but I don't play for Dad's iced tea. No. I don't really think that's a good idea to play tennis for Dad's iced tea. But I have grown to like tea now that I'm older, but not unless I have the ultimatum that I have been sexually abused. And I don't know if you know this, but it's my soul of the superior founder deceased that will not leave the threatening that it has been sexually abused. Is you alone in the wrong as the abuser, and you're not going anywhere but all alone in the wrong all the way down to the bottom of yourself, and you will lose that you were ever formed because you are not in prejudice to be formed that way, and there's no reason for you to use me to find that on yourself. That puts me out of formed, and that's not fair because I'm not you and also myself to you. So that's what's wrong with you trying to be me to me for me. You are not also myself to yourself. So we are out of the Lipton. That's why it has an odor I don't like. But the Knorr smells good when it's cooking. I want to say that. What I don't want about Knorr is Knorr pasta sides because that's hungry. It's not enough food. It's a pasta side and it's not enough. It's hungry. So the soup, I want to eat the soup when I'm hungry, but I don't want to be hungry when I'm eating. I don't want to eat soup when I'm hungry because it's hungry. After I'm done eating soup, it's hungry. So I still want to eat something else for dinner, but I'm on chicken pot pies. So these go together. I can use these in 6 days and be done. So that's 6 days worth of food before other food, which is being counted as other days because you're spreading it out that you gave me something better than nothing. Okay, I don't have the light on the camera, but I have the light on right here, and that's working for now. Okay, so then we are here for counting down what I have to eat for the rest of myself. And this has pork in it. So I would say no to that, but I have been eating it, so that's no. This is cauliflower crust. That's hungry because it's cauliflower, is not flour. You don't fool me. And then these are the rest of the pot pies that are normal. This one's beef, this one's turkey, this one's beef, and this is chicken. These are normal. I can have 4 days of food here. This is, maybe it should be picked up by the store, but I've grown to like this one. You just don't have it solved that I've been eating pork when it's no pork. Well, I've been eating it, but it's just this much. I'll show you how much pork I can eat when I say no pork. I say no pork, I don't eat pork, but I can eat this much pork. That is bacon right there. And that's what it looks like roughly. It is showing you roughly what it looks like inside. So I'll just give Marie Callender's the credit that they can reflect roughly what's inside of the pot pie from my point of view. This is bacon. This is bacon. This is bacon here. That's bacon. So it's little pieces throughout the pot pie, and the odor is strong. I don't like the odor. It's no to the odor from myself, but I eat the whole pot pie is true. So how are you going to solve that I've been eating it when I say no pork? That's you saying I need to learn to live with something better than nothing. Yes, but what about you? Because that's you eliminating everything else because you didn't do anything about something better than nothing. You didn't try to ameliorate the situationship. You just dropped it off. You want me to drop you off? Do you want me to drop you off? Because that's what's wrong with it. Somebody did that to the oven, and I've been using it because it's here, and I don't have another threat right now. If I had takeout food from a restaurant, I would be using it anyway. This is not takeout food from a restaurant, even though Marie Callender's is a restaurant. This is frozen food from the frozen food section of the supermarket. Marie Callender's is the brand of their frozen food here. Okay, now I'm turning this off right here. That's the switch. That's the light. Can't see it both at the same time unless I do it this way. Did you see that? Let me try it again. Let me look at it this way. Ready? There. It's out and it's out. So, do I turn this off? I do not turn this off because I didn't turn it on. You see how I didn't turn it on? No, you don't see that, but you just found it on. So did I find it on. I found it on. But when winter comes, I need to turn it off, and that's not true that I would. It's true that I'm drop dead gorgeous, not going to turn off the AC for the winter. I am not doing a live. This is off because it's always been off. I did not find it on. I found the other one on, and I did not turn this on or off, but you don't really know that unless you know I'm testifying. You would have to know that as God, that you are as God yourself, that I am testifying, and you know that because you created a live yourself. Now, you don't create a live. I create a live, but you don't know that about me. And I don't afford that you are trying to testify in all this small claims court that you are bearing false witness, but you tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Nobody really needs that for you to settle your problems with deceased. I am alive for deceasement, and you don't have to watch Small Claims Court. That's dismissed by Judge Waffner in the 1980s. He's not alive anymore because he can't do Small Claims Court on my time. But we have all sorts of Small Claims Court. I've been watching more than ever before because of the utilities. I have the utilities on is really not due because I don't have time for utilities. Can you feel the cold air? That's 75, not heat. That's cold air. You want to see the cold air outside? It's not cold outside. This is the problem with the lock. That's not due. That's illegal. Can you feel the temperature out here? That's the sun right there. It's extremely hot. That's so hot, I'm going back inside. I'm just going to show this, but you can't smell it. You don't know what it is. I know what it is. And when I'm done, I can't afford the odor, but that's what's wrong with it. It has odor, and I am out. That is called shit stink, because somebody didn't pick it up and put it in the dumpster because they knew what it was, just like they know that this is here, and they can always pick it up. Yeah, I pressed all the threatening. You do things to save yourself is not due in God. You are not a soul. You have to know how to be a debt. Even I am a debt while I am the soul. I'm a very long, extensive, thick, complicated debt, and I am the soul itself. I don't have any debt to myself. I am myself. But you have long, thick, complicated debts to yourself, and you are a debt as well because you are not myself. You are so far in the debt, you think that I don't actually speak for myself, that I am not a debt because I am myself. You think that I'm a you can call me you and make a U-turn and you me right off the face of the earth. And you're going to see how you used yourself right off the face of the earth for eternal life, because I don't alive that. Because I'm not you that way, and you're not me that way. We don't actually alive you that way. That means you didn't understand your debt, and you put yourself out of the formed world, and you don't come back. Well, you'll be watching from your own sick place. And you didn't want to be there because you've been there before. You've been put out of myself before. If you can hear me on this video, you have been put out of myself before. But this time it's permanent because you did this problem. You elected to do that. You are optionally angry and evil, and you're God to yourself that way, but you're not God to yourself here that way because you're homeless. This is homeless. This rust right here is totally homeless, and it's not replaced because I'm not reporting it. It doesn't need to be replaced. You need to get out. Everybody out, because you're not myself, and you don't know the weight of the world on yourself. You have a debt unsolvable because I am myself deceased, disclosed by myself, and wow, you still don't believe me. Nobody wants to know up in heavens. The heavens don't want to know that you don't believe me when I say I'm deceased. I really am deceased. All right.